Once upon a time, there was a girl named Ella. Ella had a little brother named Joey. Joey was very quick at getting angry. When he didn't get his way with Ella's toys, he would stomp his feet, yell at the top of his lungs, and sometimes even throw all the toys in a fit of fury. Ella didn't want to be angry, but after seeing Joey throw tantrums all the time, she started to feel grumpy too. She stomped her feet and pouted, "Why doesn't he ever ask nicely?" One afternoon, Grandma noticed Ella and Joey being super grumpy while playing in the living room. "I just want to play gently," said Ella. But Joey was loud and rough with the toys, taking them all to himself. Grandma shook her head with a smile.
"You two look like you're about to turn yourselves into grumpy old potatoes."
Ella and Joey looked at Grandma, then back at each other. "I don't know, Grandma," Ella sighed. "I'm tired of Joey swiping all my favorite toys to his junkyard and always getting so grumpy while at play, and now I'm becoming grumpy too." Joey crossed his arms. "Yeah, well, it's her fault," he said, pointing at Ella. Grandma chuckled.
"You know, when I was your age, I had the same problem. I used to get so angry my cheeks would turn as red as a cherry tomato. My belly would rumble and my face would be crappy like the grumpy old farmer. But then, I learned some very important lessons on how to calm my big emotions down from my dad, your great-grandfather, Emmy."
Grandma sat down in her rocking chair, looking very wise.
"When I was a little girl, I loved playing with my older brother, Chuba. He was my favorite person. But Chuba was always getting angry. He would yell at the sky, stomp on his shoes, and even shake his fists at his pet dog."
Ella and Joey giggled. "Chuba sounds silly," Bella laughed.
Oh, he was silly and grumpy. And because he always got what he wanted, I also thought being grumpy was a way to get things done your way. Sooner than later, I became grumpy and crappy like Chuba. When things didn't go my way, I would shout and get all pouty like Chuba. But your great-grandpa Emmy taught me better not to be grumpy. One day, your great-grandpa Emmy sat me down and said, "Sweetheart, being grumpy won't get you what you want, and staying angry won't make you feel better. You need to try something different." Your great-grandpa Emmy told me an unforgettable story.
"Tell us all about it, Grandma!" shouted Joey.
All right, I'm going to tell you the story my dad told me that day."
Ella and Joey's eyes grew big. "Great-Grandpa Emmy's story? Tell us," they said at once. Grandma smiled and began with the story titled, "The Farmer and the Swiping Thieves."
Once upon a time in a small village, there was a farmer whose happy place was in his farm. The farmer loved planting and harvesting food crops. He sang and played on his farm all day long. One day, some swiping thieves invaded his farmland and swiped all his planted foods away. The farmer was engulfed with rage like a volcano and didn't know what to do.
"What's a volcano?" asked Joey. "It's a very loud explosive bomb that goes puff with fire," said Ella. "Exactly," Grandma giggled.
One evening, the farmer went to his farm to sing. His heart was broken, he couldn't sing. He wept. After a while, he became bitter and grumpy at the swiping thieves. He stomped his feet, clenched his fists, and yelled at the sky. The birds scampered away. Soon, the once happy old farmer became the grumpy old man. Everyone ran away when they saw him coming. One evening, a wise dovebird flew to a nearby tree and brought him a message. The old farmer had one special seed from a royal plant in his father's kingdom. This seed had ancient writings on its bark. The seed also had the ability to echo whatever words you pronounce from its bark. The dovebird told him what to do with the seed. The wise dovebird told him to take 3 deep breaths and whisper the words that were minimally written on the seed. When he took out the seed, he was shocked to see that words were written on it. On one side it was, "Be kind to each other, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, just as God through Christ has forgiven you." And on the other side, it read, "Get rid of all bitterness, rage, anger, harsh words, and slander, as well as all types of evil behavior." The farmer took 3 deep breaths, getting really deeper each time. Then he whispered those words to the seed. They were kind words, So the seed shook vigorously, echoed the same words back to him in a song. While singing, it separated into two. The farmer was amazed. "What a wonder!" he shouted. He took 3 deeper breaths and whispered the written words again, and the seed shook vigorously, echoing the same words back to him in a beautiful melody. This time it multiplied into 4. The farmer was super amazed. He kept taking deep breaths and on speaking softly to the seeds until he had enough seeds to plant, and he produced a huge harvest. The old farmer was no more grumpy. He became happy again.
What about the swiping thieves? Asked Ella. Grumpy swiping thieves, but the armor shield of kindness and forgiveness blocks it off. Grandma leaned in closely, holding their hands. She said,
"Dear Ella and Joey, it's okay to feel angry. We might feel angry when people's actions hurt our feelings or when things go wrong. And yes, it's okay to get upset, just for a little while. But don't let it sit in, overshadow you, control you, and live in you. Anger is only a visitor and must be sent away before dawn, so that peace, love, and joy will come in and dwell in us. Our Lord Jesus said, if your fellow brother sins against you, you must go to that one privately and attempt to resolve the matter. If he responds, your relationship is restored." Matthew 18 verse 15. Ephesians 4 verse 26 to 27 says, "And don't sin by letting anger control you. Don't let the sun go down while you are still angry." 27. For anger gives a foothold to the devil. When we allow people's offenses to get into us, it becomes like the grumpy shadow, and it causes us to make mistakes, lose good friends, and in the end destroys. But with armor shield of kindness and forgiveness as our companion, we will block it off and melt the feelings away. Many times, and in many ways, someone will do something that will offend you. It's up to you to block it off with your armor shield, or allow it to get into you and you become grumpy.
From that day, I began to speak gentle and kind words to my brother Chuba. And it wasn't long before Chuba began to speak kind words too, and play gently again. Grandma saw that Joey had wanted his own toys to play the dress-up at the spaceship all along, but Ella had all her toys playing dress-up at the dollhouse all the time. So Grandma taught Ella and Joey to take turns while playing, and Joey to play the dress-up for work at the spaceship. Ella and Joey should look out for each other's feelings, not to say or do anything that will hurt each other. Grandma taught Ella and Joey that when Joey roughly takes Ella's toy, or when Ella ignores Joey, or when someone else does anything to get them angry, they should take deep breaths, forgive them, and speak kind words both to yourself and to them. Your kind words will multiply within you, and the anger will melt away. Joey sat on Grandma's lap, touched her face gently, and softly asked, "Grandma, how do I get my own singing seeds? I want my toys to grow." Grandma gave Joey a special Bible to read and told him that this is his royal tree from his father's kingdom.
Your toys can't grow like the farmer's crops, but you will find your special singing seed, just at the nick of time.
Thank you so much, Grandma, said Joey. You can count on us to read this Bible from now on, said Ella. It's time to take deep breaths, said Grandma. Ella and Joey took deep breaths as if they were sniffing Grandma's Christmas chicken. Ella's belly grew big like a balloon, and Joey's eyeballs were enlarged. They looked like they wanted to burst. They both wanted to breathe the deepest. Their cheeks were wobbling as they breathed out, and they both giggled. This is fun, Joey said. Grandma giggled along with them. Then they whispered the kind words to themselves. Get rid of all bitterness, rage, anger, harsh words, and slander, as well as all types of evil behavior. Be kind to each other, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, just as God through Christ has forgiven you. Ephesians 4, verse 31 to 32. Again, said Joey. So they sniffed the Christmas chicken, breathed out, and whispered the kind words again and again until they were happy to play together. From that day on, whenever Ella or Joey felt that grumpy shadow bubbling up, they would stop, take deep breaths, and whisper the kind words from the Holy Bible and block it off with Grandma's armor shield. And you know what? Their grumpy feelings didn't last long at all. One Saturday evening, while at the backyard, Ella and Joey started to feel grumpy again. Grandma could see them from the other room, sniffing Christmas chicken and whispering kind words. And Grandma knew that they would use the armor shield and come back to tell all about it and hug her. And sure they did. The grumpy feelings were gone, and laughter filled the house once more.
Sing to the sea. Let love grow. There's a seed that whispers soft and true, that grows with love and kindness too. When shadows rise and grumpy stay, take a deep breath, send them away. Be kind to each other, be tender-hearted, forgive one another, just like God through Christ. It ain't hard to do. Go to your happy place, into the arms of Jesus' grace. A peaceful vibe, you've been forgiven too. Let that love shine right out of you. When someone hurts and your heart feels tight, the singing seed can make it right. Take 3 breaths, let calm this start. Speak those kind words, heal the heart. Be kind to each other, be tender-hearted, forgive one another, just like God through Christ. It ain't hard to do. And go to your happy place, into the arms of Jesus' grace. A peaceful vibe, you've been forgiven too. Let that love shine right out of you. When someone hurts and your heart feels tight, the singing seed can make it right. Take 3 breaths, let calmness start. Speak those kind words, heal the heart. Be kind, forgive, let shadows drift. The seed will sing, let your spirit lift. It grows with love, lights up the dark. A melody of hope right in your heart. The grumpy shadows, they don't belong. Kindness and love will keep you strong. Speak gentle words, watch them multiply. Like singing seeds beneath the sky. Now take a breath, let love come through. Sing to the seed, it will sing to you. Forgive, be kind, and let it be a joyful garden for all to see. Be kind to each other, be tender-hearted, forgive one another, just like God through Christ. It ain't hard to do. And go to your happy place, into the arms of Jesus' grace. Sing to the sea. Let love grow. Sing to the sea. Let love grow.
So if you ever feel grumpy, here are 5 steps. 1. Take deep breaths. 2. Speak kind words. 3. Remember Grandma's armor shields of kindness and forgiveness. 4. Tell Mum or Dad or your trusted adult all about it. And 5. Hug Mum or Dad or your trusted adult. They might be silly, but they always work, and you'll feel better in no time.
The end.
Thank you for watching. Before you leave, we have a fun little game for you.
Ella and Joey need your help to chase away the grumpy shadow, so please put the following steps in the correct order. Congratulations to our winners! Don't forget to visit our social media pages and leave a comment. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again soon.